before we hop into this really incredible podcast, you guys, I wanted to share something huge that's happening right now. One of my favorite products in the whole wide world, Nama, they're having a very special promo. So you guys see this juicer everywhere for a reason. It's easy to use, easy to clean, creates beautiful juice output, has a 15-year warranty. If you buy this, you know you're good until 2040. Like, who does that? This machine is really, really, really good. So they have a promo right now where you buy a J2 for a short time only. You get the citrus attachment as well. I just made this beautiful orange juice in this. There's a lot of stuff coming out about the crap in the citrus products and other products at the grocery store. We cannot trust what's out there, you guys, so it's best to make your own stuff right at home. And I know citrus is a huge favorite around the world, so I cannot recommend this enough if you've been thinking about getting a Nama. Now is your time, you guys. So I'll put the code down below with the special savings and the link, and let's head into the podcast. All right, I am so excited for this one. You guys, we tracked down Dutchy Dutch. He is going viral all over social media. He reversed his diabetes on a fruit juice cleanse. So we got to hear his story. And I know he's a lover of fruit. He's done some fruit fasting, and he is just all about the fruit and the fruit juice for weight loss and for his personal healing story. So let's just hop right into it. Hey, Dutchy Dutch, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm amazing in the beautiful Canadian snow today, visiting my
Oh,
mom. So I'm loving it up here for a change. But I miss Miami, but I love it. But
right.
you're in Illinois, I think you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're a truck driver too. So I love this because I actually have a lot of truck drivers that come to the channel. I was just telling my mom before we got on that I get a lot of comments from truck drivers because I guess when you're just sitting, it's not good to just sit
Yeah.
like that, right? Is that what
Mm,
initially led you to this health path? You were just like, I'm sitting all the time eating bad
yeah.
food.
Yeah. Because when I first started trucking, I wasn't 430 pounds. I was like 370, and I just kept gaining weight, more and more weight. So yeah, trucking, just sitting and eating that gas station food is it's no good.
No, it's no good. It is like the worst. That gas
Yeah.
station food is nuts. This is just insane. We
Yeah.
got to wake up, everybody. So you have woken
hmm
up. So what started first, the fruit, eating the actual fruit or juicing the fruit, and what inspired you to start that?
Well, I started doing watermelon only first. I did that for a month. And that started because I had went to the hospital and for kidney stones and just being unhealthy. And when I got that medical bill, I was like, I gotta fix this. I can't keep coming back here for stuff like this. So that's what made me really start.
Okay, I hear you and I hear where you're at. So I'm from Canada. I moved to Miami last year,
Mm,
last August, and a few months after, I thought something was wrong, and I was actually under a lot of stress with things around me. But I was like, I'm just gonna go to the ER to make sure everything's
right.
okay. I'm like, usually I never have anything wrong with me. 4 hours I was there, a couple tests, $37,000 the bill was. I was like, this is crazy because in Canada where we are, everything is just free. So this
Right.
is why we got to do our best, not just because of the cost, but because of how our quality of life is to take care
Yeah.
of our health, right? So take us through what happened on your watermelon cleanse.
Yeah. So I started watermelon. I was like, I think I was 410 because I had started losing a little bit weight. I had started losing a little weight before that. So I lost like 17 pounds or something like that. So I started at 410 and I was just doing the watermelon. I was like, I'm gonna do 7 days. And I was just like, I want to go farther though. I want to do 21. So I said if I go past 7 days, I do 21. So I got to seven and then I woke up to eight and I was just like, okay, so we finna try this 21. And I went to 21. Then I was like, I woke up, I did like a little video, like, oh yeah, I'm done. Finna eat this Big Mac. And then I just kicked the Big Mac and like, no, we finna keep going. Yeah. So then I went to 30 days with that and I lost like 40 pounds just in 1 month from that.
No way from 30 days on Watermelon Island. I did
Yeah.
Watermelon Island before too. I've done like a few of them and I did, I think 21 or 30 days too. And it's
Yeah.
such an incredible experience, right?
Oh,
Did
it
you feel
is.
really good?
Oh yeah, I felt energetic. I had a lot of energy. Was going to the gym a lot. I was just, yeah, I felt amazing
Yeah,
for
you must
sure.
have noticed a big difference on your mental health from eating like the gas station food and the processed foods to then you're on the watermelon for weeks, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a big shift. Just you like I was actually vibrating. Like I'm talking about my body. Like I felt that much energy. I'm talking about I could feel I was shaking, but it was like not nothing bad. It was just just good energy. I felt a physical. So yeah, that was a big
Yeah.
change, a
And
big
I'm gonna
difference.
guess your body was probably loving that deep level of hydration after
Oh
being
yeah,
like chronically dehydrated for a
yeah,
while. So you did that. And then, so I'm curious because I know you had diabetes. Were you tracking your sugars like before, during, after? Has that been a process? Like I wear a thing where I track my sugars just, and
right,
I don't have diabetes, but I just like to see. Do
yeah.
you track your sugars ever or no to compare like before
Well,
and after?
I didn't track my sugars. I just wasn't the type. But I had diabetes for like 7 years. But when I went in for my kidney stones, they checked my sugar because since they know I had a history of diabetes, they checked my sugar and it was like 200. But after I did that 1 month, and then I had another kidney stone after like day 25 of watermelon. So I basically flushed it out. But then when I went to check again, it went down to 100, my
Oh,
sugar. So just in
amazing.
25 days, it went down.
That's insane. That's incredible because it can be so dangerous having chronic elevated blood sugars
Hmm.
for a long term. And like they say, like 38 million people have diabetes. I think in
Yeah.
America, I think 98 million have pre-diabetes, probably so many people that don't even realize. And like people can lose their eyesight over that. They can lose body
Yeah.
parts. They can maybe not even be able to walk because of the nerve damage. Like it's really, really serious. So thank God you're sort of like really becoming awake to that and like trying new paths that have worked for you. And
Hmm.
did you have any symptoms when you had the diabetes, or was it just high blood sugar, high blood sugar, high blood sugar, and you were
Yeah.
lucky enough not to have symptoms yet? Or did you have some symptoms?
Yeah. I think my eyes, I had started needing glasses. They just, some days it gets real blurry, some days it's not. My fingers, they get to tingling. So, that's, I think it's neuropathy or something like that. So those are two big main things that I noticed having
Wow.
diabetes.
Wow. Okay. So then you did the watermelon and then
Hmm.
take us into the juicing.
Yeah, so I was done with watermelon and then I started eating again. But like I wasn't eating nothing crazy. I was just doing like grass-fed beef or I was doing like a mushroom with broccoli and all this. But then I was just like, man, that it was so good to me. And I had gained back like 10 pounds quick. And I was like, I don't like that. So I was like, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do juicing for 30 days. So I was like, okay. So I let Instagram know. I was like, okay, I'm doing another fast. We're gonna do fruit juice for 30 days. But then when I started, I had went to day two and I was like, no, I'm going 90 because I gotta really do a significant amount so I don't just backtrack when I'm done. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do 90, skip Thanksgiving. We gotta go hard. So
If you're
yeah.
skipping Thanksgiving, like that's good. You're on. So you ended up
Yeah.
doing 90 days?
Yep. 90
Wow,
days
I've never
straight.
done 90 days. I did 37 and I would say it was one of the best experiences of my life. I felt
Yeah.
like obviously you have your ups and downs on a juice cleanse, but
Hmm.
I felt so good. So was it easy for you? Did you feel good?
Yeah, I think it was easy for me because from the watermelon to the juice, I wasn't eating crazy. So I didn't get that type of feeling of addiction coming back of food. So I was being modest, still was eating good. And then so I went through that and it was not a breeze, but it was not hard because I was just excited dropping all that weight and just the juice. I could switch up the flavors, and it wasn't because watermelon. That's why I stopped watermelon because watermelon. I was like, man, I'm tired of just watermelon, man. I'm
Yeah.
done. Then with this, you could just do all type of recipes. So I loved it.
Yeah. And so what were you like typically drinking a day? So it was all fruit juice, right? And you weren't worried about the
Yeah.
sugars at all? Were people
No.
around you like, you're crazy? Like this is crazy or no?
Yeah. Some people was like, hey man, you think it's a bit extreme. I was like, it's extreme, almost dying, but having bad kidneys. Oh yeah, from
Yeah.
diabetes. I'm pretty sure I had bad kidneys from diabetes. I'm like, that's extreme, killing myself that way. So I was like, nah. But yeah, with the diabetes, I did when I first started juicing. I did feel initial. I think my blood sugar did spike a little bit because I started feeling in my fingers again. So I'm like, whoa. But I was like, I'm just gonna stick it through, see what happened. And then like, I think it was like day 15, 16 or something. People was like, man, you spiking your blood sugar. I say, okay, so let me check it. So I did it on the video. I pricked my finger. It was basically live and I did it. And then I showed it. I was shocked. And then it said 84. So it was in normal range.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
so I
they
just
say like diabetes is a problem at the cellular level. So maybe because like you
yeah,
started like deeply cleansing your cells so then the
yeah,
body could work properly again. And I don't think that you would have had this type of healing effect. Like in my opinion, if you were juicing and eating food in a day too, like if you hadn't just done the juice
yeah,
cleanse, it's different if you're going to just do the fruit juice or just do a fruit cleanse
yeah,
than if you're adding that in on top of other foods, you probably
yeah,
wouldn't, you probably still blood sugars would be like, woo, 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 right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And I was dropping all that weight too, and then like once I got done with the 90 days, people were still saying, "Well, you need to check your A1C." So I had to do a DOT physical, and they was hounding me about my A1C. I was like, man, I don't even want to because what if it's still high? And I'm like, I'm gonna do it. So I got my test back, I think like last week or something, and the A1C was like smack dab in the middle, normal. It was a 5. Yeah,
Ooh, you're right
so
near. I just checked
yeah,
mine. It was 4.91. So wow,
yeah,
way to go. This is
yeah.
like, bravo. I love these stories. I'm so
Uh-huh.
proud of you and I'm so happy for you because where would you be headed if you didn't start this path? If you kept on
Yeah,
that other path, who
yeah,
knows what could have happened?
yeah. I was on a path of destruction because I was on TikTok making videos about me just eating crazy stuff like large pizza with nacho cheese and buffalo wings on top, like just doing and
Oh,
I was yeah, I was doing crazy stuff like that. So yeah, and I was drinking a lot too, drinking a lot of liquor. So yeah,
oh,
that
no
that was
way.
yeah.
So have you cut the liquor completely or like mostly?
Well now I switched it to like organic wine every now and then, but I was drinking every weekend. So I don't drink every weekend like I used to. I do it every now and then though, but
Good.
nah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
used to drink
crazy.
every day. It's just such a toxic habit, I think now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's just crazy. Wow.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to cut it out though because drinking, I think it gives you the munchies. You just I
Yeah.
think I want food more, and I think that's what helped me with my juice and watermelon because I stopped drinking that whole thing. Like I stopped drinking for 5 months straight, and that helped me just go longer. And I'm like, I'm because I don't get hungry. Like
Yeah.
with the juice, you don't be hungry, because you don't get full from it, but you be satisfied. Like I was
Yeah.
always satisfied, so I was never hungry. But if you drink liquor, it's not good, and then it just give me the munchies. So I'm really
You're
not even
right. And
messing.
then you're just kind of not the same person and you don't care. So it's easy to
Right.
just like let me order crappy food, let me not sleep now.
Mm-hmm.
Then you wake up feeling like crap the next day. You're like, let me get a coffee, let me get this. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like I feel like a bad road to go down. So with these health changes, like for you, what has been the best part of all of this?
Just being more disciplined, just being consistent too, because I was posting every day. That was just like just let you know what consistency it would do with for you. Just if you just do this same thing back to back to back, you're gonna make all type of progress. Cause I would have never thought, hey, you could lose 100 pounds in 4 months. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So just being consistent and just knowing you could do it. Like I never lost 100 pounds ever. So just
Wow, this
I
is
really did that.
I love this. Any advice for somebody watching who like to stay on track with their health habits? And have there been like any mentors or people that you've really looked up to that have kept you on track through your health journey?
Nah, but like I watched a lot of people videos to like to know what to do. Like Yaki Awake, and I watched a lot of his videos. Like Bobby Smith and
Bobby Smith,
Kev
yeah.
Remote. They was doing a watermelon, so that's what made me do watermelon. Just seeing them do it, I was like, oh, if they could do it, I could do it. So, you know what I'm saying? When you see people that they human just like you, so that just let me know I could do it, you know?
Yeah, I just
So
interviewed Yaki last week and we did a podcast. It was so good. He knows so much. I have so much
yeah,
respect for him. And then we went back to my house and he showed me how to make his geogenetic green juice. I'm actually going to
yeah.
make that right after our podcast. It's so good.
Yeah, I was on that a lot of times. Yeah, I was on that geogenetic a lot.
Oh,
Green,
you were?
that's
So you drank that
yeah,
sometimes on your juice cleanse too?
yeah. I drank it most of the time because
Wow.
I don't know. I just feel like green is just healthy. It just
Me
visually
too.
like it's the
Yeah.
color of grass and trees. So let me have the green juice. You know what I'm saying I did
Yeah.
the other stuff every now and then, but it was mostly green juices.
Yeah. And he revert for Yaki and like his personal story, he reversed
Hmm.
his diabetes mostly. He started with fruit juice and then he realized that it was affecting his liver. So he moved into that geogenetic green juice and he did
Hmm.
120 days and he reversed all kinds of crazy problems on his. And
Yep.
has your life changed at all? Like, I know we experience this body and mind change. And like many
Hmm.
times when we change on the inside like that, our outer world changes as
Hmm.
well. So have there
Yeah.
been any big, like I notice when I interview a lot of people who do fasting, juice cleansing and stuff. And a lot of them are just like, it changed me. So my career changed, my relationship changed, or like I thought of this new creative idea, all these things change.
Hmm.
Any of this go down for you, or did things pretty much stay the same?
No, it gave me a better outlook on life. Like I was like depressed. Like I looked happy on social media because I was drinking and eating these big old things, but it was just I was way depressed. Like it's just definitely give me a better spirit and energy though. I could say that a better outlook on life, and it just let me know like, hey, this is really your time to do it. Like I'm not into 2025. I know I'm gonna be where I want to be. So, and I can
Mhm.
see it clearly. I can never see that clear like I used to. I mean,
Yeah.
I could never see clear back then. Now I can. So,
Yeah. And what's your plan now? What are you going to do? So when did the juice cleanse end? How long ago was that now? And take us through like, how did you break it? Because that's a big juice cleanse. And like, where do you
yeah.
go from here?
Yeah, so I ended, it was what, right before Christmas, and I was celebrating, and I celebrated the wrong way. I don't ever
It
suggest that.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, so after 4 months I didn't drink, or 5 months I didn't drink, do nothing. But I started eating a little bit crazy, but then I'm back on the juice. But I really want to start building muscle though. So that's my plan. Build muscle and lose weight because I'm still over 300 right now, but that's my plan, to get to two something and build muscle while doing it. Still
Yeah.
having a lot of fruit in my life because I never give up fruit ever again. Like, so that's gonna be a big part.
Yeah. What would you say to somebody who's like scared of the fruit sugars?
Uh, do it. Keep doing it because at first, like I said, my sugar spiked, and then I just kept at it, and then next thing you know, it's gone. Now I could drink some fruit juice, and then like I was drinking fruit juice the day before I went and got my A1C check. You know what I'm saying? And it was normal. So don't be scared of the fruit, man. It's made from the earth, and you know what I'm saying? God made it for us. That's how I feel.
And it's
So,
the easiest thing to digest too. So that's what I
hmm.
say. How can that be bad for us if it's the easiest thing on our body out of everything,
Hmm.
right? And I interviewed Roberto. I don't know if you know him, but this was a while ago. He did a juice cleanse. And I think he did 120 days. He did a long term. I can't remember exactly. And he was diabetic before and
Hmm.
he reversed it. And I asked him after because I forgot to ask him in the interview, were your sugars going high? And he said his sugars were going a little high in the juice cleanse. Like they were still not like in
Hmm.
normal range, I think. But then immediately after they were, especially with like
Yeah.
certain high sugar fruit juices and stuff, but then immediately after they were within range. So I guess it did like such a cellular detox, then it
Hmm.
reversed it for him too. So it's just so fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And so you lost how much weight exactly?
I lost 100 pounds.
Yeah.
I went from 410 to 310 at the end, but like I said, I was eating crazy, so I went up to 340. But I've been back on the juice and exercising more, and now I'm back down to like 319. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, did you work out at all during the
yeah,
you did?
yeah, on the weekends because that's when I'm really off. Other than that, I'll be chilling in the truck. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
because it's a lot of sitting in the truck. Because it's good. We
yeah,
need to move too. I've really learned, especially like with blood sugar, now that I track
yeah,
it, sometimes if it's high and I go for a walk, it's like immediately back down just from the walk. Like, so the movement
yeah.
is so key for like the sugars, for our health, our mental health, you know?
Yeah, eventually I want to not be in them trucks. I want to be in the gym down there every day now. So I hate being in that truck at this point because I just want to move. I want to do stuff. I could do it outside the truck. I got a jump rope now, but it was just like below degrees. I was like, nah, but I'm finna start now. This get warmer. I'm finna start doing jump rope outside the truck because I gotta
Oh,
really
that's
work out
smart.
every day.
That's
Yeah,
such a good idea. I love jump rope. There's jump rope dudes on YouTube. I brought their jump rope here to Canada and it's just great. You can do it anywhere. Smart.
yeah,
And that's good
yeah,
for the lymphatic system, good for your blood sugars, good for everything. Well, I'm excited to see where you're headed. And is there anything
yeah.
else that you want to share about your journey? Like, are there any top questions you think people ask you all over TikTok or all over anywhere that you think I've missed or anything else you want to share?
They be asking me questions. They ask the same questions like, how much you drink in a day. I was drinking like 2 or 3 liters a day. If I was driving my truck, I would drink 2 liters because I'm not moving. But on the
Hmm.
weekend, I will up it to 3 liters because I'd be at the gym. So really, I just do like two or 3 liters a day. I don't have much to say, but man, just if you trying to start this journey and you worry about your blood sugar spiking, it probably will spike at first because mine's did. I didn't even have to check it, but I could tell it did. And then after days, I started feeling more and more better, and then I finally checked it, and I was in normal range. So never be scared of the fruit; it'll do you good.
And you were still doing it. So yeah, you were still doing it while trucking, right? Like you had your juicer with you. So
Yeah.
what setup did you have? I'm super curious. What
Well,
juicer did you use and like how did you make that work?
I didn't have my juicer with me. I brung a cooler with me with ice. So I juice before I go, put it all up in a cooler and put some ice on it, and then it'd be good. I just get ice like once or twice a day, depends,
Yeah.
and it'd be good.
And how many did you drink a day again? I can't remember.
Two a day because it fit. I usually be on the road for like 3 days, and 3 or 4 days, and I have 3 days of juice in there, and then the other 2 days I get like now the other day I get like two Lake Woods, two of the pineapple Lake Woods, because
Hmm.
they organic, they not from concentrate, so I would get two of those, and I had that for the fourth day.
Yeah. Okay,
I
cool.
made it
Well,
work. You got to make it
yeah.
work.
That's the thing. You make it work, no excuses, right? If you really want to do it and you really want to change and you're like called to a path like this, then you make it work. And it's funny because I do see, well, not funny, but I see people come on the channel and they want to juice, but they're like, oh, I have a desk job. I sit all day. Like, I can't. It's too many trips to the bathroom. So, like, if you can do this, chuck in, like, anybody
Yeah,
can, right?
yeah. And yeah, truckers don't like to stop to use it, but I used to have to pee really bad for some reason before I started, and then once I started drinking the juice, it stopped. Like I pee every few hours instead of like I used to have to pee like every 20 or 30 minutes. I don't know what was wrong with me, but something was wrong. And after that, I just kept drinking the juice. Now that's all gone, so I don't know.
Wow, I love it. This is incredible. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for sharing your story. I'm honored that you
Yep.
came on, and I just love sharing inspiring real stories like this. I can't wait to see where you're headed. So keep up the good work.
I
Stay
will.
on track. Like you're doing amazing, and it's saving your life and giving you a way better quality of life now and down the line in the future. And your future self
Right.
will thank you. So thanks, Dutchy Dutch. Where can everybody find you? You're on TikTok and you're on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Dutchy Dutch underscore, and then I'm on TikTok at Dutchy Dutch one. So
Okay, cool.
yeah, I post on there. Y'all can find me. Y'all can message me. I message everybody back. So
Yeah.
just let me know what
Okay,
y'all
cool.
want
I'll
to
put
do.
that down below and I'll put one out. You know what? I interviewed somebody when I first started my channel, Sarah
Mhm.
Erica. She was in a wheelchair and the doctors actually told her that she didn't have long to live. There was nothing else they could do or that she could do. And then she was like, I'm not giving up. I'm just going to try a juice cleanse. She actually did 1 year because she was just in such a dire situation on only fruit juice.
Mm.
At the end of the 1 year, she was running a 5K marathon. She was out of that.
What?
And years later, she's great. It gives me goosebumps even right now. I have them again, just
What?
thinking about it. So I'm going to put that podcast on the screen right now. Go make a juice, you guys, and watch that. It's truly incredible. And I'll put a link to my favorite juicer down below if you guys need a juicer with a code to save. And go follow Dutchy Dutch, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.